vehicle, talking to people, then they kept chanting "Wongo, Wongo." Now you're seeing them hurling projectiles at the president. Then the reaction online, and one wonders, whatever Bonagakuya says could be true, that the direction the president has taken and the Kenyan youth, they're not together.
I think first, let's appreciate that the median age in this country is 19 years. And this is a generation that is pretty much knowledgeable, and the power of social media, ensures that information trickles down very quickly. And these are people who are getting information in real time. Now, I would say this, the general disquiet, the general uproar, because it's not just with the young people, and from all these time that when the people have been speaking and pointing out and maybe even calling the government to act on certain issues that maybe the government is trying to address, and others that they seem not to have addressed at all. The concerns of the young people, of course, the major one is unemployment. Forget about anything else. And the venting that the young people are doing on the socials is not wrong. I mean, it's only that they had taken that anger and the agitation to the streets, and we blocked the streets for them. And therefore, they have got no other better place to air out their views and even to ventilate if it is not on social media. But having said that, there's also a lot of incitement on the young people by the older generation and by the politicians, especially by the opposition. And one of the observations that I have personally made as a woman and as a young person, even in the coalition that the opposition has come up with, whether we are going to call it a movement, a coalition, the coming together of all these fellows that are calling themselves the opposition, there's no youth that are represented in that coalition. There are no young people. In fact, there's only one woman, Martha Karua, who is in that team. So really, even as we keep agitating, even as we keep inciting
you said
the young
that side of the political divide has incited the youth. I'm wondering how
they have incited the young people, because throughout they say that they speak the language of the Gen Zs, and we know the language of the Gen Zs. Other than just speaking and telling us that they speak or they understand the Gen Zs, what have they done about that? And the question is, you cannot keep promising. The young people are unhappy because of the promises that were made to them by this regime, and the regime has not actualized the promises and the things that they promised the young people. Now, you cannot, again, keep calling the young people and building a relationship with the young people upon a promise, because I'm sure those promises will not be kept. And how are you going to keep the promise to the young people if the young people are not included in that coalition?
And we'll come discuss the opposition issues, because it's a whole discussion.
In the Muli, if I may just finish, if there are people who have actually failed the younger generation or the young people, is the elected leaders who got into office under the banner of them being either young, marginalized, or just women. Okay. Because there is representation of young people in government today. We have so many young members of parliament, we have so many young senators and all that. Even the president and his former, partner, they campaigned on those platforms of supporting the youth and economically empowering the youth. Okay. So everybody, and the young people are just unhappy that the promise was not kept.
Okay. Dismas, I could see when Mutambo was speaking, you were seriously disagreeing with what he said. What he said was that the people around the president are lying to him, and that they may make him feel that he's very popular probably in Nyanza,